Hi there, I'm Cath, the owner here at Essentials, and I want to show you how I do my hair each morning, my daily routine to get my hair ready for work to make it look good. So after towel drying your hair, the next thing to do is to apply some product. So I'm going to use the Label M protein spray, and this is going to help to detangle. Now my one all-round styling product today is going to be the Label M rejuvenating oil. This has many benefits. So this will add shine to my hair, it's going to protect my hair from colour, fade, it's going to protect it from the heat of the hairdryer, and it's like a treatment that builds up in your hair over time. So many clients now use an oil. In fact, oils have taken over lots of other products, but yeah, an oil is a must-have. So I'm going to apply the oil, mainly mid-lengths and ends, but you can put some on the roots because oils don't go greasy. Then always comb your product through so you have a nice even coverage throughout the hair. Now, if you have a fringe, the first thing to do is always dry your fringe first because fringes can be unruly at times. So I'm going to part my hair when my hair is still wet because I want to change the bonds in the hair. Where I want my parting. And then with a comb I'm actually going to dry my fringe. And what you'll find is this is going to make your fringe behave a lot better. Once it's dried out on its own, it's too late really. So I'm actually blasting my fringe from the root. I'm using my comb because I want it quite flat. So I'm blasting my fringe down. And you see that really flat all over my face. By doing that, what I've done, I've just changed the bend on my fringe so it just sits better. So just using the comb, I've just made that fringe sit really, really nicely. So that's a really, really good top tip for all of you that have problems with your fringe doing funny things in the mornings. Next step is no nozzle, just blast drying your hair. So if you want your hair smooth and shiny and straight, blast from the root, make sure this area here is really, really dry, 100% dry, otherwise it will go frizzy later on. Blast at the root and just go down the hair shaft so you can see it's closing all that cuticle. When the cuticles are laying flat on your hair will shine, the light will reflect on your hair and it's going to give it that beautiful shine. The pH of all of our products are 4.5 to 5.5, which is the same as your hair's natural pH. So they do all help to close down that cuticle, which is just opened by everyday styling, heat styling, sometimes even colour. When colour develops, it can slightly swell the hair. It doesn't mean bad condition, it just means that it can just lift that cuticle. So everything you're using is helping to close that cuticle back down in your hair and just give you that lovely shine. Just keep running your fingers through just so that you're going to get inside into that layer. Now I've got really thick hair and sometimes it can be deceiving. We think we've finished and actually it's still damp and then later on it just doesn't work. So if you do it really well, you can make it last for a good couple of days. Speed with a really powerful hairdryer is going to really help to smooth all of your hair out and just get it straighter and smoother without haven't even picked up a brush yet. This just really helps to get the hair going where you want it to. It means less work really, you can do your hair a lot faster. All these roots are dry. Just using my hands just to pick the hair, just to get the air flowing through. Now my hair's looking really quite straight and smooth already now, just with the combination of the products and just a few styling tips. So I could actually just leave my hair like this and it would look great all day. But because I've not used any tension with a brush, by the time I sleep on it tonight, tomorrow it will probably need redoing again. So just to help that, what I'm going to do is just show you really the final step. And what I'm going to do is the most important thing is a nozzle. Use a nozzle. Probably dig one out. You've probably got one at home somewhere. Most people have a nozzle with a hairdryer when they bought it. Put your nozzle on, and again you're going to direct this down the hair shaft, but using the paddle brush, so quite a big paddle brush if you've got long hair like this. So I'm going to put this brush in, and I'm just going to direct my nozzle straight onto my brush. You can see that just smoothing down those cuticles, and it's just really fluid. It's going through the hair really easily because we've used that protein spray to detangle. The hair's in really good condition from the product. And this is just creating a little bit of tension, and this is going to make the difference to my blow dry because this is going to make it last until tomorrow as well. What you're doing when you're blow drying, you're just changing the bonds in the hair, just in a semi-permanent state, so just until the hair gets wet again. But by using a brush, you're changing those bonds a little bit stronger than you would do if you were just using your hands. Always better to blow dry rather than to use straight-in irons. If you really struggle and you use them using at the end, just try to limit it. The more you can do with a hair dryer and a brush, the better. So I'm bringing all of my hair around this side because this is the easiest side. So do as much as you can, if you're right-handed that is, as much as you can on the right-hand side. So all of this is quite dry, so I can just go over the top. But really from where my brush goes in, just below the roots there, and I'm just following it down. Don't forget we've got the heat protection spray in there as well. I'm just going over the roots. When I get to the bottom, I just want my hair just to tip under slightly. All the ends here, you know, this hair's really old, this is 4 or 5 years old, so these are always the bits that need smoothing the most. Just keep going, don't kind of pull your brush out too far, just keep going when you get to the end. So that's all done. I'm just going to take it all round to the other side. Just do this side, just again a little bit more awkward, but put your head over and just follow it down with your brush. Takes a little bit of practice just to get these angles. The front's the easiest bit. And then it's just the back. So same rules apply. I'm just going to put my paddle brush right under at the back and just follow it down with the hairdryer. With the paddle brush you can feel what you're doing really, really easy, so you can't really go too far wrong. Keep following it down and just keep doing this. I mean the hair's already 90% dry by this stage anyway. Just keep doing it, just make sure that the hair's completely dry because then your blow dry will last longer. It will look great tomorrow, maybe the next day, depending on how greasy your hair gets, but if your hair's not greasy you should get it to last a good few days. So all of my hair is just now turned under. If you find that your hair's not as straight and smooth and you want something with a little bit more tension just to smooth out, you can then use a round brush just at the end. You get much more tangled up with these, so once the hair's all dry and smooth you can just use it to go over. If you want something extra sleek, if I want this extra sleek, I'll just go over my fringe at the end. Or just bring the brush out straight, you don't need to keep turning the brush. That's sometimes when people get tangled up, so they're almost ready for work. Again with the oil, it's just a great all-round product, so I can use this on dry hair as well. So I'm just going to apply a little bit more just to add the shine at the end. Again, always rub it in your hands, mid-lengths and ends first. Whatever you've got left can go just through the root. I hope you enjoyed that and you've got some helpful tips of how to do your hair. If you need any more, just come and see us.